Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome Mark the Spirit Whisperer. Hi, Mark.
Hi. Hello, Gene. How you guys and gals out there? YouTube land.
I love your songs, Mark. They make me so happy.
Uh,
I love hearing you sing. I love
I-
hearing you express your joy,
oh,
and it's so welcoming and so reassuring.
thank you.
I want to say hello to Kristen Johnson. Hi, Kristen. Nice to see you. She's so sweet. She said my two favorite peeps in one place. That was really
Peep,
sweet of
peep.
you.
We're getting
And
closer to
and
peep
Kristen
season.
knows we're having. If you want to put, if you're interested in if you are would like to uh, put in for a chance to be chosen for a reading, you can put hashtag gem um, in the comments, and we will be using the random generator today. And Matt Wood is here. Lisa Foster is here. Hi, Lisa. So nice to see you. CJ is here. Nice to see you too. Suzanne Grigsby. You guys are really right on time, I'll tell you. Good for you. So, Mark, how are you doing with the February energies and the new Saturn and Neptune coming into Aries? Do you feel anything with all this going on?
A little bit of uplift, a little bit of lightness. Um, we just finally, everything just finally melted here. Thawed because we were just frozen for like weeks under ice. But that finally melted this week. And so, it feels different because of that. And the temperature went up a little. But so I don't feel as feeling a little less sluggish. Let's say that. Yesterday,
Yeah,
I actually accomplished stuff around the house, which I haven't been able to do for a while.
that's great. That's really great. I too, I'm very, I feel inspired. I just feel inspired. There's so many things that I want to do, and I finally accomplished some technology in on my website that I've been wanting to um, to get done. And it's really amazing because I would try to do this a couple of times, and I wasn't able to get it to work or figure it out. And then I come back to it and I try and figure it out, and boom, it's right there. And I wonder, like, why was it so hard? It's like, but it's a sense of accomplishment. It's a sense of being able to take care of things, and
I
it's like
got
a
to
huge.
do that. You know that saying like you have to sleep on it or something? It's like you get started, but I don't know. You need to take a little step back and then it all arranges in your brain. I don't know, but I've had that kind of experience where why was I so struggling with this? And now it's just going so much more smoothly. But I think sometimes you just need to digest it or something a little bit. I don't know.
Yes. Yes, and I think it's about me and my energy and my clarity of my mind and just the inspiration. It's just it truly is amazing.
That too.
But and it's also a little message for all of us, all of you here, to keep soldiering on, keep moving forward, keep putting your chips in, keep playing the game, keep moving forward. I do feel like there's something different about my ability and my clarity and my ability to apply myself. You know how people say they feel stuck or they feel like they can't get past a certain point. Well, that's all like it's no longer there for me. I'm like just going so forward and getting things done and and accomplished and clear, that whereas before I felt like I was in a holding pattern. And I think that sometimes this is our guides um, coming in to assist us in the timing. The timing may not have been right a few months ago. And now that the timing is right, they're all like, okay, go
Right.
for it.
That's right.
And look, Scott, Scorpio's Sun Tarot is here. Hey, Scott, you're up early. You are up early. So nice to see you, Scott. I miss you. I miss you every day. I see you on the boob tube. He's very busy. He has many, many shows during the week. So nice to see Scott and Leanne Lauer, and Malika is here. So nice to see everybody. And Erin, good job, Erin. Everybody, make sure you put in hashtag gem. This is the way we're going to be choosing the questions. So Mira, you want to put, oh, Mira, I think I answered this for you before. Did she not have the baby yet? The pendulum said boy March 6th, but not true. It was February 19th. Good. Good for her. What, and was it not a boy?
It was a
It's a
girl.
baby girl.
Mhm.
Okay. 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 Good. Thank you very much for letting me know, Mira. Good to know. Not, and it's not always accurate. I think I don't know. You got to take everything with a grain of salt,
Yep.
especially here on the YouTube.
Right.
Good job. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa is a moderator extraordinaire. And thank you to all of the memberships. And Mark, would you mind if I went ahead and just told everybody a little bit about my events that are coming up? It'll just take one moment.
Yeah.
I just thought of it now as Lisa is pointing that out. This is my website is sunpsychicgene.com, and this is the landing page where you come. And down here are all of the readings, and you see I still have my winter special offer. This will be done by next week. It's only good through the end of February to book it, but you can schedule your appointment in March if you need to. So you can book this today and schedule it in March. But also, if you want to come up here to the events page, click on the events, you'll see that I have the Psychic Study Practice Group on Sunday, February 22nd, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. And it is a wonderful crowd. And we do a meditation to help you to center and focus. And then I teach you a exercise and or a technique, and then we go into breakout rooms and we practice that technique. It's so much fun, you guys. If you're interested, please do go on over here. When you click on the bar and click on the attend right here, you'll get a receipt in your email, and in that receipt is the Zoom link to the event. Also, on March 1st, we're having a pendulum basics and intuitive practice. This is Terry from Kigaroo Spiritual Journeys and myself will be offering this event. You can read a little bit about it. It's at 2 Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and it'll tell you a little bit about what we're going to be teaching. We ask that you bring a pendulum or a necklace, to bring a notebook and an open mind, and to please arrive 10 minutes before the start time. And this is going to be so much fun. We've been working on this, and we have a beautiful curriculum. And we do have a certain amount of time for teaching and going over information and trying it. We'll teach it and try it, teach it and try it. And then, like the last hour, I hope we'll have time just to practice. And I have so many different questions, different types of practices, different things, and it'll be just fun. I just want us to get together and have fun. That's what I want to do. I love using my pendulum, and I love talking about it. So even if you're not sure if it's right for you, working with your pendulum, just come and have fun. It's a great place to hang out. So that's what I have coming up, everybody. And thank you. Look, Dragonfly Damsel is here. Hi, Dragonfly. And Teal Turtle Studios. Hi, everybody. And J Cat Lady. So nice to see you. So, and don't forget, everybody, make sure you put hashtag gem to be chosen for the giveaway. That's right, Lisa. Thank you. Hi, Angelia. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to choose two names. Oh, I forgot to pop it up there, you guys. Erin Nugent. Congratulations, Erin. You'll be first. Please put your question in all caps. And we'll do it again. Leanne Lower. Hi, Ruby. I'm going to do one more just so that we can have two. And then when we get to the third one, I'll do two more. Sarab Gupta. Please put your question in caps. Okay, let's see. Erin, Leanne, and Sarab. Hi, Sean. Hi, Kathy Pearsons. Hi, I am MED USA. And Frida is here. Hi, Frida. Okay, I see Sarab's message first. So, Suzanne, if you want to be chosen for a question, just put in hashtag gem. There's Erin. I see Erin. And then just Leanne. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with Sarab. Sarab would like to know if there's any messages from his father in spirit. And can you just remind us what your father's name is? Is it Hitesh? I don't know. I just don't want to guess. Can you tell us your father's name, first name? Sarab, can you just give us your father's first name? Hi, Kristen. Kirsten. It's Kirsten. Sorry. All right. Maybe we'll go over to Erin's until. So I'm really excited about the pendulum class, and we already have a lot of people signing up. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a good way to meet like-minded individuals and to. It's typed in. Where did he do it?
Oh, I didn't see it. But
Do you see it? I don't see it.
not.
I don't see it. Do you see it, Lisa?
Nope.
I
Unless
know.
it's up before the question. I don't see it.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay, Lisa. So let's go ahead and move over because they must, I understand that people are busy and sometimes you get phone calls and things like that. So we will just move on over to Erin's message. I'm sorry, Mark. I assume that you already have.
No, that's
Um,
okay. I was waiting for the name, so fine.
okay. Okay. So if anybody would like to be chosen for a question, please do put hashtag gem, just like the banner says below, hashtag gem to be chosen. And we're using the random generator today. So thank you. So Erin would like to know, should I give Giovanni a chance? He gave me his number a month ago. Been too chicken to call. Well, remember how I was just talking about timing, Erin? It's not about being too chicken. It's about taking the right opportunity. I wouldn't, please do trust yourself. Try not to pass judgment and make assumptions. That and trust yourself that there's a reason why you're hesitating. Maybe he's still involved or just getting out of a relationship. Maybe you're not feeling the energy coming in. Let me just see. Is Giovanni should is it in Erin's highest good to contact Giovanni? Is it in Erin's highest good to contact Giovanni in the future? No. Is it in Erin's highest good to contact Giovanni imminently, like sooner rather than later? Yes. I think he's waiting on you. Is connecting with Giovanni in Erin's highest good? I'm getting a pretty good yes on that, and not to wait. That the seems like the energies are open for right here and now. And Mark, I'm going to move you over. Oh, look at Alaska. God love her. Oh my gosh, I need an Alaska in my life.
They're both snoozing.
But how can they be so cute when they do that?
I know they're all very sweet when they're asleep. Oh, they do have the cutest faces when they're sleeping, though. And the cats too. The other dog's here behind me. She's pushing me out of the chair. Um, hey, Lisa, that's not for Erin, the father's name. That was for it's like a different. It's a guy, not Erin. Okay.
Sarab Gupta. We
Yeah.
need Sarab's father's first name. Yeah. And Leanne,
So, yeah, go
oh,
ahead. I'm sorry, sweetie.
I have you. Thank you. Go ahead, Mark.
Um, well, here's the thing. I think he gave you his number. Like that was his way of, you know, showing interest and, opening up to you. And I think he's been kind of waiting for you to call him. It's sort of like that thing. Well, you know how it goes. Like you'll make a thing, an offer, a gesture, and then you kind of expect. Then it's like the other person's turn or something like that. There's that, and I feel like that's what he's kind of going along, and he feels like if you if you were interested, that would to call him. So so here's that. Here's this two of coins. Um, wait, but it's waiting. Kind of okay. I sent that, so now I'm waiting for your half. It's like back and forth, on a little bit, and it's how that is. Like you say, oh, I'm too chicken. Well, that goes both ways. When people are trying to maybe instigate or start a new relationship, everybody's nervous about it. Usually you're nervous that the other person is not going to like you or something like that. Okay. So this looks like that energy. I offered, now I'm waiting. But I think he'd have a really, here he comes. He would be, he'd receive that well, but I wouldn't wait too much longer. Like, I don't know, come up with some reason why to call him, or you know, these days you can invite him somewhere or something like that. But I feel like he's open and receptive. So I don't know. I get yes, give a chance. That's what I think. I don't think like he didn't give you that number. He wouldn't have given you the number otherwise. He's interested in you. Yeah. That's what I get.
I agree.
Giovanni.
But and make sure you do trust yourself with your own timing. I think that's really important. But thank you very much, Erin. I appreciate you being here and putting in your question and playing the game. And just so everybody knows, we're doing the random generator. And if you would like to have your be chosen to have your question read, just put hashtag gem, and we're going to be choosing people throughout the show through the random generator. So Sarab says his father's name is Mukesh. And how could I forget that? I just didn't want to make a mistake there. And he wants just a message from his father.
What was his name? Mukesh.
Yeah.
Okay. Message.
Are you getting something already?
No, I was just laughing at Lisa. Lisa, you're doing great. She says, okay, I'm not doing very good today. Yes, you're doing great, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I got distracted.
That's all right. Sarab, what I'm feeling from your father, he's asking you to trust yourself, to have trust and confidence in yourself. It's like stand up on your 2 feet and do the best that you can, and that's all that anybody is asking. um, Nobody's asking you to be a hero or a champion. They just want you to do your best each and every day, and try not to compare yourself to others. And let's say you have a new job, and the 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 person before you in that job was very loud and had a funny sense of humor, and you're not, and you're wondering, am I going to be able to do this job? I'm not loud and I don't have a funny sense of humor. Well, you were chosen for this job because you are capable. And it's important for you not to compare yourself to the person who had that job previously. And I think now that I'm saying this, it's your father. You're comparing yourself to your father. He does not want you to compare yourself to him or the way that he ran things, and that he wants you to do things your own way, to believe in yourself. Try not to second guess yourself and trust yourself. He's saying you're being guided. There's many angels and many guides that are guiding you. He said, but you have to trust yourself because they can't do it for you. It needs to come from you. So that's what I have. How about you, Mark?
Is he in his family business? Do you know?
I don't know. Are you in your family's? Well, his father's passed over, but are you working for the family business,
still
Sarab?
working for his father's business?
That's a good question.
Otherwise, I just get the energy that there's a lot of love, family love, and focus on that. Not like, don't get too hung up on. No, sorry, he used to handle. Okay, so I get the same thing that So the first card was just about you have a lot of love and support from the family, even though he's not here, but there's still love there. But I get this energy that Jean was talking about of you just standing up on your own, being you fully, defending yourself, your ideas, take action on your intuition, um, stand out from the crowd. So this is like acting on your own gumption kind of a thing. Trust in yourself, maybe more so than you do in others in some ideas. So that's kind of going along with, you know, trust your intuition. The other thing is, I feel like he's saying that sometimes you can let your mind get the best of you and kind of sabotage yourself. Now, that's not that unusual. You know, it's called self sabotage. I raised my hand. I've experienced it. uh, and so a little bit, sometimes he goes, don't get caught in um, a glass half empty. Change it in the moment and look at the other side of it. Because sometimes you can just get distracted by that and then kind of get engulfed in it. That's, again, not that unusual. You know, sometimes like thoughts about I'm not enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough. Those whole poopy thoughts get in there, and then they'll cloud us and we'll just get focused on them. And then it just stops forward progress. You know, it delays it. You can still get back in there and go forward again, but it's hard to move forward if your mental body is fighting you the whole time, trying to tell you, you know, how you can't do it or all that baloney. So in that moment, tell that to shut up. You know, if you're experiencing that. So he wants you to wants to remind you to stay focused on you, what your ideas, your heart, and move forward in it. And believe in yourself. Okay, that's a better word to say, even. Believe even more in yourself than somebody else's ideas or, you know, he's watching over you quite closely. Uh, and he's proud of you, he wants to say. I don't know that he showed it a lot when he was alive, maybe not as much as he could have. You didn't get maybe as much, you know, encouragement or, yeah, encouragement or acknowledgement maybe as he wished he would have. But then I just pulled the card off a new deck and I got the exact same one again, the Seven of Wands, which is what Jean started her reading with. Stand up for yourself, be the one. You know, so I switched decks and I get the same card. You're the one. Trust in that. He thinks you're pretty smart and know what you're doing. So he wants you to don't cheat yourself out of it. And that's something we can all fall into, you know. So I'm not picking on you or anything, and neither is your dad. He's just reminding you, don't fall for it. That's baloney. And I think you learned, you know, like most of us, you learned a lot of that growing up. Yeah. So he says, even the part he played in that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really good, Mark. Thank you so much. That was great, a great reading. Thank you very much. So I have Leanne, you're next. And while we're getting ready for Leanne, let's go ahead and pick two more names. Thank you, everybody who's been putting in hashtag gem. And then once your name is called, please put in, oh, Kirsten, you got called. Good. Kirsten, thank you very much. Please put your question in and we'll do another one. Hello, everybody. Light Seeker. Good for you, Light Seeker. put your question in. Thank you very much. So now we're going over to Leanne. And Leanne said, oh, sent in picture last week. Right after that, I had a swarm of birds all over my bushes. I thought that was your message. Leanne, I'm so sorry, you guys. Did you put in your question? I thought that was your question. I really don't read them. I just saw your name. Leanne, did you put your question in? Hmm. Sorry,
Clarify
Mark.
the activity in your bushes. Bum, ba-da-lum, bum, bum, bum. There's Light Seeker's question.
All right, let's go into Light Seeker. And Leanne, would you mind putting your question in again? I didn't see it. Let's move over to Light Seeker. Will my husband and I come out of this financial low? I'm sorry to hear your struggle, Light Seeker, but I do feel so. Will Leanne and her husband come out of the financial low? Ever? Will they ever come out? Yes. Will they come out of this financial low by December 1st of 2026? Not quite. Will they come out of this financial low by June of 2027? I think you have a little ways to go. Will they come out of this low by April 1st of 2027? Yes. Will they come out of this low by February 1st of 2027? Something changes from 26 to 27, and I think that everybody here knows what I'm talking about. Um, and opportunity comes in, and things change very quickly for you. It's like it's about buckling down now and weathering the storm, and then opportunity will come, and everything will loosen up. It will come in, and watch. Go to Mark's channel, go to his playlist, and find the abundance channel. Find the abundance playlist, and Mark has an amazing manifestation for financial freedom in there. It is one of the most just beautiful, energetic shows. And it was it a meditation, Mark, that you did?
Yeah,
What were
probably.
they? Yeah.
Oh, I imagine it was. I have several different ones on there. Thank you, though, for mentioning it. It's been a while. But there's a whole bunch in the playlist about manifestation. Um,
Yes. Go ahead.
we come out of this financial low. But this is my first thing is yes. Um, it's been like a little bit of a reset. I think a lot of people have been going through that. But the first card I get, it's the High Priestess, but it's mixed with the Sun. So, High Priestess can be that unseen energy, or it can be like what's been in the dark, kind of like that. It can kind of be like moon energy. But then here comes the sun, because we got this. There's the horse, and there's the little kid that's usually in the sun. So that's where we're going to. So you will come out of it. It's been a little bit of a respite, or how can I say it? Kind of a nap, but it's temporary. That's it. It's a temporary respite. It also feels like maybe that you've been either you've lost a job or lost a work partnership, something like that. But I feel like there's a new one coming in to replace that. If I don't know, it feels like there's some kind of I don't know what you do for a living. but a client that left, but there's a new one coming in. So if you've lost clients and you feel like I don't have enough, there's some coming in to replace it. It's what I'm getting. Um, and that's about to shift. Oh, you stopped working. Gotcha. Well, that makes sense to this card because that's like the working with other cards. But look at it, you don't feel very good. And he's all like pooped and doesn't really feel like working. So that makes sense to that. But I do feel like there's still abundance coming. So I don't know if you might do something from home or something like that. I just don't know how bad your health is. But the outcome of my reading is the King of Pentacles. So it looks like there's some more wealth. Now, Pentacles is also health. So it could be renewed health as well, renewed health that helps with wealth. So you could be get the feeling better as well. So this looks like the Temperance Angel that's in with this King of Pentacles. So that's bringing, balance. So probably you had to have this little rest. That's also you're not feeling that good. You need to lay down and recuperate and recharge. But I feel like kind of getting on top of it. Or there's some sun. The sun comes in and things shift. So you might have to do things differently than you did before, or work with a different person than you have in the past. But I feel like there's a new opportunity coming in. And maybe you're going to feel better physically.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah. All the best to you, Lisa. Hang in there. You're doing great. You're doing great. And your energy your belief in yourself, your energy, your positivity, and you will not be sorry for going to Mark's playlist and finding those abundance shows. They are just the best.
Yeah.
So let's go on to Leanne Lohr next. And then after Leanne is Kirsten Johnson. And then we will pull two more names. So Leanne says, what is my life path? So Leanne, can you give us a little more, like spiritually, or are you looking for your career, your spiritual life path, your reason for being here on earth? Like, give us just a little bit more so we know what direction to go into. Spiritually. Okay. So I do feel you have a maternal instinct, and I feel like you may have also um, um, like a mentor energy, but a maternal, nurturing mentor energy. I do feel as though you are a light worker and you hold the light here in this world. However, you do also teach others, and not only teach others, and it's not like reprimanding or saying you have to do this or remember to do that. It's about you being an example. And somebody say, "Oh, why do you do that?" And you say, "Well, I do that because it makes my energy feel like this. And when my energy feels like this is what happens." Like it's about being an example and teaching others, but it's not like being a teacher. You know what I mean? It's about sharing your wisdom with others. And it could just be with a group of people that are gathering for a different reason. And, you just happen to teach them and they like to hear your stories. Every time either a friend or a family member calls you, you tell them another story about something that's happened to you, and it opens up their mind and it opens up their awareness, and you help to share this. And this is what I mean, like a mentor and a maternal kind of a feeling, but it's very much of a wisdom. You share your wisdom, and that's what I'm feeling for you, Leanne. What does Mark's cards have for us?
Well, in general, we're on our life path. You know, um, that that's what we are. We're there already, um, and this is what Pan always talks to me, my guides, that in one way we have the same path, all of us, but we do it in very unique ways. Um, and in my opinion, it's to realize as fully as we're able the truth of our being and to express it here in physical form on the earth. Now, the truth of our being, in my opinion, is love, light, joy. So we're here to be light beings in physical form and express that as fully as possible. And as light beings in physical form, we can change physical form. We can turn the world into a different place. It can actually look like it's the planet of love if we align with it. So I think that's really most all of our purposes is to um, do that. Now, a lot of us don't even think about it, or whatever. But a way to let that start developing in your life in a way that's conscious and that you can participate and that's practical and you're aware of it is to consciously choose it. So, what if the opportunity here was for me to realize more than I even can imagine um, what it's like to be a love light being, creative, joyful on the earth with my own unique vision, um, talents, interests, because the universe would like you to be expressing those things to create a better world for yourself and everybody else concerned. Can you imagine if that's all we did was seek to make the world a better place for ourselves and everyone else concerned, and then had enough trust and faith in the universe to follow that and see where it leads? And if that's what we were all seeking, the whole world would be so different. Now, that doesn't mean you immediately become perfect and an expert at it, but that's your intention so that everything starts to go that way. And the universe begins to color that because what you think, what you believe is what you receive. So, a lot of times that's about us changing our minds, changing our beliefs, bringing in more light into our minds and hearts. So, opening up, maybe let the universe make some decisions instead of you making them all. Sometimes we have to say, that's why I always, whenever I do manifestation or ask the universe, I always ask, this is my best idea, but I'd like this or that, which is better. I know that the universe might know a lot better than me, because the Lord knows I don't always do things perfectly. So I always give that, or if you have a better idea, let's go for that. And to be more proactive. Now, this card is out, it comes out for Leanne too. There you are, mighty knight, might of light, knight of light, positive, look, positive energy, making a positive difference. The horse is dancing through the air. Kind of let go and let God too. That's this card, a little bit of let go and let God. Don't think there's nothing for me. What God? There's no God. Breathe, let go, and be rather. I don't know if there is or not, but if there is, and you're able to show it to me. That would be my best suggestion to you. Prove it to me. Okay, um, that's what I ask. If you're there and you know everything, would you please let me see it?
It
So
is it
that's
is
kind of
really
my, yeah. Go ahead.
it is really important for us to ask. We need to ask for healing. We need to ask for assistance. We need to ask for information. We need to ask for support. We need to ask for protection. It's always really important for us to ask because there's a lot of unemployed angels over there that are just waiting for us to give them permission to come in and assist us. And why not? It is really just the most beautiful thing. It's really important to go ahead and ask. So thank you very much. I keep seeing everybody's coming in and they're putting in their hashtag gem. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead. I do have Kirsten's question. Kirsten is next. I'm going to go ahead and pick two or three more just in case they're no longer here. And this is for hashtag gem for a reading, your chance to win a reading. Digital Money Michelle. Digital Money, please do put your question in caps. And let's go ahead and draw again.
Thanks for helping, Lisa.
B. Coleman. Hi, B. Coleman. Please do go ahead and put your question in for us. And I'm going to do one more just because I think that some people may not be here. So
Yeah,
if I don't see their question, we'll have another one to do.
good idea.
Oh, Mirror Dragon. Mirror Dragon. I love the way it fakes you out. I thought it was me that was going to win. It was funny. It stops.
Mere Dragon.
Yeah, thank you all very much. Please do Digital Money, B. Coleman, and Mirror Dragon. Please do put your questions in. Thank you. And here's Kirsten. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much for being here. And she says, I need guidance regarding my teaching career and the associated finances. So, um, I do feel as though the law is going to change and or the function. Mm, obviously they're tearing down the education system at this time. I do feel as though it's going to be revamped, and you will be recognized for the expertise that you've been working on. It may not happen for a little while. I do see some tightening of the belt, so to speak, and or finding an alternative source of income. And let me just see. And you may be called to be a part of decision making or creating something new. I know that you say you're in the teaching career, but you may be moving into admin, or be you may be asked to create something new in your teaching career, like uh, find where all the things that they ask you to do is not beneficial for the students, because and then work on what you feel is going to be beneficial for the students, or what you feel is needs improvement or needs to be changed. I do feel as though they're going to be asking for input from a lot of the teachers to create something new, and it's going to be like at the grassroots level. um, and with that said, you may want to have like an after school program that maybe you can earn extra income, and then you'll be able to have like a free for all, and you'll be able to teach them a little bit more creatively, a little bit more with fun, a little bit more with this one likes to read, this one likes to draw, this one likes to play music, and sort of teach them in within their own strengths. I know that I know that things will be are changing. They are changing, and I think that you are a really good resource to add to the creation of that.
Yeah.
And I like the after school program idea, or
Hmm.
something of that sort. Maybe like a Saturday morning gathering, maybe 1 or 2 hours a week or every other week. Um, I think that's really needed. How about you, Mark?
Um, well, they just first reminded me that the educational system and just going through crap, a lot of it because of the stupid administration, because they just don't appreciate caring for our children or teaching them. It's just so ridiculous. Um, but so it feels like the schools are a little under attack, teachers are under attack. They've never really been fully appreciated. But I get that this is temporary. It's gonna, you'll be rising back up soon, because we can't just ignore our children and not provide them with education. And um, we need that empress energy back into schools, not that emperor crap. So it's going to return to that. In the meantime, first thing I got, and what I was hearing in my head before I even pulled cards, was the idea of um, tutoring, which is kind of like what Jean was talking about. And so, like one on one. And so, when I was thinking tutoring, and then this just fell out of the deck, this Two of Cups. So it's like that might be a way to supplement um, working with students. Now, that could also be like what Jean was talking about, like a class with more than one or something. But it seemed like sort of separate, still educating, but it was a little more initiative on your part. It's also eventually things are going to turn back around and be a little more um, good at school, more money. And it's like, um, I don't know what state you're in, but I feel like different states are going to start making some more positive changes. So it will be changing. But in the meantime, you might help your income, I don't know, by being on a list or something where tutoring is available, something like that. Oh, yeah, supplemental. Yeah.
Great. Well,
I don't
thank you
really know
so.
how that is, but there seems like there's some kind of thing that you can sign up for or be on a list or something. It's almost like substitute teachers, where it doesn't have to be full time, but it's extra, some kind of extra thing that you can do. I feel like it's more part time kind of thing. All right.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kirsten. All the best to you. Please let us know how you're making out. And next, I have digital money. And then I do see B. Coleman. I do see your question. I have that. And I'm just waiting for Mere Dragon. So, Mere Dragon, if you would kindly post your
I
question
find
in
a new
caps.
job.
So, digital money, Michelle. Will I find a new job soon? Oh, are you? Is this, are you currently working? I feel like you're currently working just to make ends meet. I don't think this is your career. Um, oh,
I'm
look, she said she also works in education, budgeting, and finance for 30 years. I'm looking for a remote position. Good for you. I think that's absolutely doable. Um, I think you're going to have many opportunities. It may not be, you may go through a couple of them before you find the right one, because sometimes even though it's remote, it appears to be less stress because of no commute, obviously. However, sometimes it is more stressful because you feel like you're on your own. So you want to make sure you find the right balance. I do think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities, and you may need to go outside of your comfort zone and try something just a little bit different. I'm getting like technical education, like something or um, a different type of education that you would be assisting with, and not just the, K through 12. Let me just see. Will Michelle will Michelle find a remote position that works best for her? Yeah. You have a lot of assets. You have a lot of qualities, and there are a lot of positions that it may not be the prestigious position that you want, but you'll have a position I think that you are more of a leader and more of an independent worker. And if you're being micromanaged or under somebody's thumb, or always being asked to be in a meeting, like working from home, you don't have to, you can wear your hair on top of your head, you don't have to put your makeup on. But then they keep calling these meetings every other day, and you're like, well, wait a minute, now I have to get ready for the meeting, right? She says, I can't do the 60-hour weeks anymore due to health. No, you shouldn't. That's not even, it's not even a thing. And yeah, so she's saying yes. Um, and So working remotely. So you will find a job that's working remotely, but it won't be in the leadership position. I do feel as though you're going to need to, you may have an opportunity to work with somebody and be happy, but this person will get on your nerves, and you could probably do their job better, but you don't want all the hassle. You know what I mean? Like, I feel as though you won't be at the top running everything. You'll be underneath, but you could have run everything. Um, you'll have to like persevere and to um, manage the incompetency of the person that is running things, but it's about tolerance. It's about picking your battles. It's about another type of a learning opportunity. And I do feel as though you'll be happy, like maybe 80% of the time, until and I just feel like this person, more than this person, and you can see when they're doing things um, that's in everybody's best interest. I think it's their managerial style or something that you think, well, if you just tell us ahead of time, we could have had it ready. Like, it's these little things that to do, but this person has not a lot of organizational skills or leadership skills, and it sort of is a factor of frustration. However, you don't mind that you enjoy the work, and you get to have the hours that you want while being remote. You know what I mean? But there will be a lot of opportunities coming your way, but you'll need to maybe take a look at things and find out what's working out of this job, and pick it because there's more things that are working, not because it's you know the most prestigious. I hope that makes sense to you, Michelle. She says, yes, I'm kind of a fixer and listen to problems creating processes. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You may have to have a little bit of patience with that person who's going to be above you, but they have all the headaches, and you know that's what I have.
Yeah. So I think that, you're at a point or time when it's, time to shift it and make changes. Um, I feel like kind of like retiring, but not really, but retiring from that working all the time. you were just getting buried in work and it was just exhausting. So in this card, it's the 10, it's kind of like the 10 of swords image mixed with the 10 of pentacles, but it's like that, grind, making money. Um, it just buried you. And in a way, there was not much time for joy. You know, there's the dogs looking, can we go play? But no, I'm too busy being smothered in work. So we're at this time where we want to switch that, right? We're not ready to not do anything, but we don't want to just be work, work, work. So as we're moving forward and making a different choice and different work, uh, we're also balanced. So this is mixed with balance, temperance, and the chariot are mixed together. So we want to take some time to balance, feel better, do things that make us happy instead of just work for work's sake. So in those things, ask the universe to color it, the opportunities that are a little different. So not only do they serve you financially and physically, but also spiritually and mentally and emotionally. There's this, um, after I retired from working constantly, I don't know, it didn't really, um, I didn't really think what I was going to do. But now I'm kind of busier than ever, but it's a different kind of busy. Like I don't have to rake for 4 hours in a row or something. I still work hard, but I don't have to physically kill myself because I'm old too. But so, yes. Now, also with this chariot, so I do feel new opportunities are coming in. Um, but I also kind of get there might be like a physical built place that's not too far from you, and so you have to go there occasionally, but you can do most of the work at home. But there's still like a location that you occasionally drop into or something like that. So I'm kind of getting a little bit of both, not just the majority remote and being able to do it from home, but occasionally having to drop in, like that kind of a thing. So I'm wondering about that. So if something were an opportunity were to come up and it was like, oh, but there's a physical location, don't just toss it aside right away. It might be, yeah, but I don't really have to go there hardly ever. I can still do most everything at home like that because there might be something kind of close. I'm wondering. Anyway, I do get a Knight of Pentacles, so that would be, opportunities coming your way, and I get this Strength card, uh, but I like the Strength card because it's like, ow, I've just, it's taken. I've had a toll. I'm tired. I don't want to be working constantly, and so this new opportunity comes in to help you, kind of to rescue you, so that you don't feel like your legs are aching or whatever it is. So it's renewed strength. It's a new kind of strength. It's a strength that serves you in your new phase. All right, I'm gonna shut up.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Mark.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Michelle. All the best to you. Let us know how you make out. And I'm going to go over and choose two more from the giveaway because I have B. Coleman and that's it. So let's go ahead and draw again.
And that'll probably be about all I can do.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Harley. So nice to see you. Johanna Lula. And Johanna Lula, please do put your question in all in caps. And good luck to the next winner. Good luck. Who's it going to be? I love seeing all the faces. I love seeing all the names. Good luck to everybody. And Mira, please put your question in.
From John
Caps.
Nunny.
Okay, so we do have B. Coleman, and B. Coleman says, "What kind of spiritual person am I? I also see spiritual beings. I've also been to the angelic realm." Interesting question, B. Coleman. Let me see what your spirit guides want you to know. What kind of spiritual person am I? Well, you're a like a crusader, and it's like you work for the force. I do feel as though this incarnation here on earth was an assignment or is an assignment for you. And you're here to help the humanity go through the transition. Do you have purple hair? I see somebody having purple hair. Somebody has purple hair. Have you thought about getting purple hair? I don't know why that just came in. And they're showing me that you, or maybe in your other lifetimes, you had purple hair. I do feel as though you volunteered to come here. You're on a mission. You're here to assist the light workers and to when what I'm feeling is when this energy does shift and change. I do feel as though it's not going to be like an instant new place. I feel as though we're going to be able to start seeing things, feeling things, noticing things, and more sort of not paranormal, but these mystical things that occur around us are going to be coming more and more apparent. We're going to be able to see them, notice them, hear them, and realize them, that they're going to be sort of joining us here in this realm. And I feel like at that time, you're going to start remembering. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, this is the way it always was. I remember this. Like, it's no big deal to you. It's not like a shock or a change. I feel like when they say we have to let go of some of the old energies in order to move into the new energies and the new evolution and the new frequencies, I feel like this is going to be easier for you than most people around you. And you're here just to hold that frequency and vibration so that others can see and feel how you behave and how you react. You're going to be it's going to be a memory for you. And you're like, but Jean, I don't know. I don't know anything about this right now. I have no idea what's coming. But when it does come, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. I kind of knew that was going to happen. But it's not something that it's not really in our reality right now. And for us to be able to perceive or to foretell this, but when it does happen, you'll be like, oh yeah, that seems right. Like I kind of am familiar with this. So it's you're able to carry that energy from one frequency and vibration to the next. You're almost like a bridge. You're almost like holding the bridge. You're holding the energy um, for that bridge to move through the shifts in the energy. You're also here to witness. You're also here to record. I don't know if you do any writing, but um, and you are very strong soul, and you have you have things that are sort of in your subconscious that will be coming that will be presented moving forward. I think that if you keep your focus, balance your energy, and maintain a practice, you'll be able to move through and to be a light and a source of inspiration for others. I hope that makes sense to you, B. Coleman. Oh, okay. She says, I've seen four spirits in my home. Yes, I write and draw as well. Good, good. I don't know that the seeing four spirits would be a mediumship. I think it is that it's opening up to you maybe first in that you're in the front lines of it happening. That is going to happen to many more people. So you becoming comfortable with it, you becoming understanding of it, and will be an assistance assisting others in their experiences too. I hope that makes sense. And you, Mark?
Hi, B. Coleman. Your question was, what kind of spiritual person am I? Yeah. Excuse me. Oh, God, that went right down my throat. So, first of all, I call you a light worker, a light being. So, a soul that came here with, a purpose and a plan, which was to do what you're able to facilitate the creator's plan. That's what I'm going to say. And so here's this beautiful card. It's an Ace of Wands. Look at it. So that was the first card I drew, because you came as a being of light. Now, we all are, but you had a little bit of an awareness of it. So you're going, I am not going to completely forget this when I get into physical form. I'm going to carry this bigger sense of what humans are with me, like being able to see spirits and things like that. But this was your mission, in a way, your beginning mission, your soul's mission. And what is that mission? Is to get here on the earth, work together to wake up that sleeping mind. So get out of here, get your fingers dirty, work on the earth. So you wanted to be a light being, but come onto earth, physical form, because you were going to work from the bottom up to wake people up. Now, not just sleeping, but help to wake up their third eye. So reconnect to that connection. You're very dedicated to truth. I'm going to say like the truth, the ultimate truth of earth and spirit and all that. And that's another part of why you wanted to be here and be here during this time, because you wanted to hold this energy of justice, truth, fairness, light, all of that. You were going to help hold that energy on behalf of the creator here on the earth. You were going to do your part. You were determined. Conscious of it or not, you kind of made that agreement. A lot of times you'll hear, maybe on my channel, you hear me talk about light workers, and panel come in and you say, well, I know you're tired and it's kind of taking a toll. We appreciate it, but we're not really doing it against your will. You actually agreed. When you're in spirit form, said, yeah, I'll help out when I'm down there. You can go ahead and use me to help bring light and love onto the earth. So, we chose it on some level. And then sometimes as you live and grow, you begin to realize that, and you're conscious, oh, you know what? I did choose that. I'm pretty sure I did. And so then your reading ends with an Ace of Swords. So we started with the Ace of Wands, spirit. Ace of Swords is the mental body. So you want to wake up that mind's eye to the light. And that's what you came here to do, among other things. All right.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Hi, Ashila. Hi, Ashila. Nice to see you. And J Cat Lady, nice to see you. Harley 123, nice to see you. And B. Coleman, thank you very much for your feedback. Uh, so nobody else was able to. They're not here, and that's the thing. We know that. So what I'd like to do is maybe I don't know if Pam is available to come in and give a message to everybody, and for everybody here in the chat, and for everybody here that is watching later. You're welcome, B. Coleman. She said she teared up.
Those were great cards that came out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I don't know if I have enough time to channel Pan
Okay.
because I'm going to have to go here in a minute. But maybe we can. I wouldn't mind to see um, pull a card for the group or something like that.
That sounds great. That's a perfect compromise, Mark. Thank you so much.
And next time, maybe I'll plan on it, and make sure I have enough time to do it.
Make time,
Yep.
yeah. So, um,
Let me see about the group reading.
so I pulled the Ten of Cups,
Ooh,
and I don't think it can get any better than that.
no.
But this is what's important for us to hold in our energy, in our hearts, and in our minds, and what we are working towards. And it says divine love, harmony, blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, and fulfillment, dreams come true, family contentment, and love and support. It really is, and this is a possibility. And there are opposing forces that are still fizzling out, but they're still challenging this. So we need to hold this stronger than we've ever held it before. And not just the desire, but the belief and the knowing that this is our world, and this is our reality, and this is how we are choosing to create and to um, live. Um, it's about sustainability. It's about support and community. It's about letting go of the things that were not, if they were not working for all of us, they were not working for any of us. It really has to be everybody together, equality and support and community. And I do feel as though we're going to go back to a little bit more of a tribal type of it, not a, but you know how tribes would have people who were good at certain things doing those things, and people who were good at other things doing those other things, going back to bartering, going back to um, you know it takes a village to raise your children. You're going to have a village raising your children. I do feel as though there's a lot more community and a lot more of a tribal type of a uh, infrastructure around us, and not so individual and mine, and have the whole street be, underwater on their mortgage, and you having a Rolls Royce in your driveway, and it's about equality and balance for everybody. It's about, and I heard some people talk about that we're going to be out of debt. That the new energy that comes in is we're all of our debt's going to be wiped out. Now, I think that this person was talking about like student loans and loans that were predatory, and those kind of things. But what I feel is the debt that's going to be wiped out is the karmic debt. We will have no more karmic debt to pay, that we will begin again. And this is that new cycle. This is that Saturn and Neptune in Aries. And this is that new cycle that's coming in. But the new cycle that comes in is only coming in with us creating what we want. So it's really really very important for all of us to create what we want, focus on what we want, focus on this possibility and working together. And how about you, Mark?
Well, I was just going to pull one card, but it told me a little story, so I'm just going to quickly tell you. So, the first thing is, um, for all of us, don't forget, it's really important, whenever you can, focus on what you want, not what you don't want. So, you want to kind of live in that realm of what I want, not what I don't want. So, I don't want to sit around, woe is me, baby, with this ever change? I hate everything. There's a purpose for that, but you don't want to live in that. You want to try to keep your mind focused on what we're looking for, the star, the best outcome for all. Uh, Now, what's coming is strength for a new beginning. So that's what's up next. Us feeling strong, supported, ready to get started again, a new start, a new beginning. Now, this part of the reading is a little bit more like, seems to be prophecy. That, so they say, keep your focus on what you want and what you don't want. We're about to receive new energy, new support, new strength to begin anew, because the end is coming, the Ten of Swords, for this old, greedy, selfish emperor. This emperor, this is the Four of Cards, it's not the emperor, but it sure looks like it, and it also looks like an old, creepy guy who isn't past saying he's a pope. But anyway, the Ten of Swords coming for that, and bringing a devilish tower for this person. So that's what's ahead. And it's in the process now. So we're not waiting. The Chariot's already moving. It's already in process. It's this towery demise is in the process. Karma is hitting home. And so new good fortune, Jean was talking about that, is on the horizon. No, that was interesting that those cards all came.
Absolutely. Beautiful cards, Mark.
Yeah.
Beautiful
this is a
cards.
Celtic deck. Yeah, it's interesting deck. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for being here, for your wisdom, for your readings. Thank you, everybody, for being here and helping us with the show and participating, and all of your love, all of your support, especially those amazing moderators and all the members here. Thank you all very much. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you again, Mark. We'll see everybody soon. Mark will be back at 4 o'clock today. Yep. Please do go over to Mark's channel, and he'll be back at 4 o'clock. I will be over with Sarah from Hibiscus Healing. We're going to be doing sort of like an interview and a talk. We're going to be talking about mediumship. If you're interested in that, that's at 2:30 today, which is in about 30 minutes. So yeah, come on over and check us out. But thank you all very much, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.